America, we have a Karen problem. Now, we know this, right? They're everywhere right now. You can't go to the grocery store or to a coffee shop or to get something through the drive-thru. And if you're a person of color, you can't be walking down the street or sitting in your car or hanging out in front of your house because they show up unannounced and begin Karening. Now, if I could have an audience with Karens across America right now, if I could speak to every Karen and know that they were listening, I would say, Karen, listen, friend, you're doing it wrong. Humanity, America, life, and I don't think you realize it. See, that's the problem. We all have a story that we tell ourselves about who we are and what we've had to deal with in life. And I wonder, as you watch these videos of yourself berating a stranger, carrying on, I wonder what the story is that you tell yourself about that moment. Do you say, I'm fighting oppression that Karens throughout history have had to deal with? Am I pushing back against systemic injustice against Karens? Because that's not what's registering. What's registering is that you're an entitled, privileged, spoiled brat who can't see beyond themselves, who is living in a time of great social upheaval and yet doesn't seem to understand that. Because people are dying right now. They're dying from a terrible virus. They're dying through police brutality. And yet those things aren't really registering to you enough to upset you. The only thing that's upsetting you is the inconvenience that you're having to deal with because of these things, right? You are worried about lines at the grocery store, or you're worried about having to watch protests or hearing statistics or seeing statues come down or having to, God forbid, wear a mask in the grocery store. And so you're only seeing the world through the lenses of your inconvenience, which is really the essence of privilege. Now, I tell you this because I feel sorry for you. I mean, trust me, I feel sorry for the people who have to endure you, for the grocery store workers and the fast food drive-through attendants, and for people just walking down the street trying to live their lives free from the Karening that you do. But I feel sorry for you too, because you're missing one of the greatest parts about being human: the ability to see other people as important as yourself, to enter into other people's stories and realize that their stories have relevance and that they are actually fully formed, beautiful human beings, and you're missing that. And that's what I would want for you, Karens, throughout this nation. I would want you to have the gift of feeling empathy and having deep relationship with people who are not like you, and feeling what compassion feels like when you express it towards someone else. So my hope for you would be that you begin to feel deeply for other people, that you become a story learner, that you stop centering the world around yourself, and that you start Karen. But you see, I don't have an audience with the Karens. They're not going to listen to me. The minute I start talking to them, they're going to tune me out. That's why you who are watching this right now, you're very important, because you have access to Karens. You know and love some Karens. They're your wife or your sister or your mom or your partner or your best friend or someone in your church. And that means you have something that I don't have. You have relationship and proximity, which are the most important things when we're trying to address privilege. Privilege is like having a piece of broccoli between your teeth, right? You're going around throughout the day and you're feeling quite confident in yourself and really self-assured, and then all of a sudden you catch your reflection in the mirror and you see it and you think, I had no idea that was there, and it was there the whole day, and all these people that I talked to, no one bothered to tell me that I had this between my teeth. And that's because they didn't want to risk the embarrassment to give you some hard words. Well, privilege is like that thing between your teeth. It's something that you might not even realize it's there. And you need good, loving, courageous people to step in and tell you. So you who are watching, who know and love and work alongside and worship next to Karens, this is your opportunity to speak. Because privilege and racism and bigotry, they're part of systems, these big things, but the systems kind of trickle down into stories. That's where they begin, and you're in the story of a Karen. And so that means you have an opportunity and a responsibility. And I hope that you use it well. So to the Karens out there and to all the people who no one loved them, let's do better. I think you got something there. By the way, if you are a good, kind, loving person who happens to be named Karen, I'm really sorry. I get it. I know it's really hard to be a decent Karen right now. And my name is John, so I grew up and my name meant a toilet and a person who solicits prostitutes and someone who's about to be broken up with, so I get it. So to all you really beautiful people, kind-hearted, loving human beings who happen to be named Karen, please accept our apologies.